Between 2 and 4, there is no difference between 2 and 4. 2 plus negative 5. 2 plus negative 5 equals negative 3. There is no such thing as a negative exponent. So it moves. A to the negative 3 is really a over 1 to the negative 3. So you reciprocate it.
So that 3 is positive.
Yes.
Okay, and then 4, what didn't you do?
Because it's the same thing. No problem, buddy. I'm sure it's an important call. 4 is the same thing. 2 plus negative 3 is 2 minus 3, which is negative 1. M to the negative 1 is technically m over 1 to the negative 1. So you reciprocate it. You make the 1 positive, but we never write the exponent 1.
Okay, that's what threw me. Okay.
Anybody else? I'm going to be going over all of it. What with this being a class and all. Everyone is good to 12?
Yes.
All right, now you start proving it. Ethan, what's 13?
3 to the power of 12 over 5 over 12.
Nice. Axel, now that you know what you're doing. A squared over B squared. Nicely done. Harvey, hit me. Very close. You're missing one part of it. What happens to the n? There's 2 and a 3.
6
Not plus, not over brackets.
times it.
Multiply. 6. Now, 16. Sad, Josh. You got stuck with that one.
Why isn't the...
What is it? Pardon me? D8 over C8. Well done. 17. Zach, hit me. 4b squared over 25c squared. Nicely done. 18. Dan, hit me. 9a squared b squared. Whoo! We's on fire.
Wait, why did it change to 25?
Because 5 is squared. It's part of the base. Ariana, what did I just do?
Never mind.
Remember, I did a whole bunch, then I stopped and asked? See, notice how there's 9 on the screen? I lie, 12 on the screen. What am I going to do when I get to 24? There you go. 19. Who'd I get to? Donish, hit me. Nicely done. 20. Who's over there? Ellie, hit me.
So 1 divided by c to the power of 12 and d to the power of 8.
Nicely done. 21. Where are we at? Gio, did you do it? What is it?
Y cubed over, x cubed over 1.
Well done. 22. Who are we at? Gervir.
What? I'm asking.
Just X. 23. Austin. 1 over a to the 5th. You weren't here yesterday. You got a break. Vanessa. B cubed? Yes. Now, any questions from those 12? Ariana.
Why did 21 change to a fraction?
Because x is positively cubed and y is negatively cubed. So the y has to move.
Okay.
Joseph.
Yeah. Wouldn't that be
What's negative 3 plus 4? That's okay. Next. Anybody? Murat. Oh, Murat's moving on. I meant any more questions from these 12. Tavi.
Wouldn't 24 be negative when you put 1 over
4 minus 3 is 1. 1 plus 2 is 3.
Isn't that 7?
Again, 4 plus negative 3 is 1. 1 plus 2 is 3. Ladies and gentlemen, I do not wish to sound mean. I do not wish to sound disrespectful. I do not wish to sound like I am not supporting you. But we're adding. You're in the 10th grade. You were no longer in kindergarten. You had to learn to count to 10 by the end of kindergarten. By the end of the 10th grade, I do expect the ability to add and subtract. And I don't think that is unfair of me to expect that. The last four, Moret. M. No. 1. Because it is m to the 0. This one is hard to see. That is x to the negative 5 over x squared. Who are we at? Allie. 1 over x. 1 over x to the 7th. Negative 5 minus 2. Negative 7. Now, listen, again, I'm going to take a moment here because apparently the shortcuts and the laws are not working very well for a great many of you. So again, I'm going to remind you that if you actually know what is going on, then you can always do this. What is wrong with this expression here? What part of this is not okay? Negative exponent. It doesn't exist, does it? So where should it go? That should go down here, shouldn't it? And become positive? Now, if I remove it from the numerator, I have to have something there. Because if that's nothing, the answer is 0, isn't it? So what number stays up there? 1. Now I have 5 x's and 2 x's. How many x's is that on the denominator? 7. All right? This is 5, s to the 5th, and s to the negative 5. 27. Who are we at? Holly, hit me. Not quite. S to the 10th. If you don't want to learn the laws, which is 5 minus 5, which is 5 plus 5, then learn what is actually happening. What's wrong with this expression? A negative exponent. It's in the denominator, so where must it go? To the numerator. Now I have 5 s's and 5 more s's. And that is b to the negative 8 over b to the negative 3. And we are at, who are we at? Hawk, hit me. What is that one? Do you know? One over b to the 5th. Negative 8 minus 3 is negative 5. So it is 1 over b to the 5th. Ariana, 29. It's the exact same thing on top and bottom. What is it? No. It's the exact same thing on the top and the bottom of a fraction. What is 27 over 27? 1. What is 8 over 8? What is 2 over 2? So what is that? 1. 30. Joseph. 7. Yes. 31. Aaron. Nope. M to the 8th. 32. Harsh. B to the 12th. 33. Tiffany. X to the 8th. Y to the 5th. 34. Diego, did you go this far? Okay. Toby, did you do this one? Close. A to the negative 1, B to the negative 2. What's wrong with that? So where do they have to go? 1 over AB squared. And 35, Hannah. A to the 8th, B to the 12th. Questions?
Number 33, did you do like terms?
Of course you do like terms. You can't put bases together that aren't the same. Gertej, what'd you get for A? You didn't get that one, all right? Luis, what'd you get for A? No. Negative bases are allowed. Negative exponents are not. Negative A to the 9th. G. Sarah, what'd you get? Joseph. No. No. Does not. Because this is saying there are 5 negative A's. This is saying there are 4 negative A's for a total of 9 negative A's. So the next one would have been negative M to the 16th.
So is that negative A to negative 6?
Where?
For G.
No, well, that's a G.
Negative G to
Negative G to the negative 6. What's wrong there? 1 over negative G to the 6th. Number 2. Enoch. 1 over W to the 5th. C. We're back to the front. Ethan.
Negative S to the 12.
Nice. Didn't fool you with minus 5. Oh, yes, sorry. Thank you. A. Where are we here?
Wait, why take away the 1?
Because negative 4 plus 9 is positive 5.
Oh, okay.
Where are we here? Axel, you got this one? 1 over X. Really? Negative 2 plus 3? Just X. That's okay. E. Harvier, what you got? Three minus 2.
5.
What's 3 minus 2? 5. So what's the answer? There you go. G, Josh. 1 over X to the 6th. And K, Zach. 1 over 2, negative 2 minus 4 is X to the negative 6, so it is 1 over X to the 6th. Well done. 4, Dan, hit me. X, Y, absolutely correct. I, Donish. You guys say you don't have it. I don't care. Tell me what it is now. It's adding and subtracting. I've asked if everybody knows how to do it. Everybody has said they're okay, which means you can do it right now. Negative 4 minus negative 6. E squared.
And then F to 14.
F to the 14th.
And then G to negative 10.
G to the negative 10. What's wrong with that?
There's a negative exponent.
So where
1
does it
over-
go?
1 over E.
G to the 10th.
Oh, okay.
36. 5A. We practice these in our notes. What do you do with the numbers? Divide them. 36 divided by 12 is 3. What do you do with the A's? A squared, because 4 minus 2 is 2. What do you do with the B's?
You subtract them.
Negative 2 minus 3. B to the negative 5. What's wrong with that?
Negative exponent, so squared to the bottom.
Negative 5, so it goes to the denominator. What do you do with the numbers? 3 and 6.
Times them, so that's
18. What do you do with the letters? X and X. X to the 5th. What do you do with the Y's? Y to the 6th. G. N to the negative 4. What's wrong with that? 1 over n to the 4th. I. Minus 9. Y. Plus 3. What's wrong with that? Nicely done. Number 7. What do you do with the numbers? 35. A minus 4. Okay. Somebody said minus 4. A3. B5. E. 3. C minus 2. D7. What's wrong with that? And I. Tricky McTrickleton.
they're not the same base.
Numbers go with numbers.
1 over 6a to the
You're very close. The a to the 8 is in the denominator. Wow. The denominator.
Illuminator.
But what are the bases here, Ethan? Only the a's, right? Because there's no brackets.
8. Yeah.
So 4 times 12 is 48. 48 divided by 8 is? So that stays up there. Okay? And then negative 7 plus negative 5 is negative 12. Negative 12 minus 4 is negative 8. And since it's negative, it stays down there.
So you did,
Sounds like there should be some extra practice on the ones that aren't circled.
you subtracted the bases?
No. No. I did the math that it was asked for. 4 times 12 divided by 8.
Okay.
Negative 4 times negative 5 is? Oh, no, I didn't see that cubed. Negative 4 cubed is? Negative 64. P cubed, Q cubed. Times negative 5p cubed. Negative 64 times negative 5 is positive 320. P to the 6th, Q cubed. C. 4 times 6 is 24. M to the 12th, N to the 6th, over negative 3, M6, N6, negative 8, M6, and 25, X to the 4th, Y squared, times 27, X to the 6th, Y to the 12th. 25 times 27 is 675. X to the 10th, Y to the 14th. Top one is 6x to the 6th, y to the 6th, over 4x squared, y to the 5th, which is 3x to the 4th, y over 2. That's A. B is negative 3p squared q5 times 16p squared q6 over 8p4q4, which is negative 48p4q11 over 8p4q4, which is negative 6q7. And C is negative 5x4y5 times 8x3y6 over 100x6y16, which is negative 40x8y11 over 100, negative 40x6y16, which is negative 2x squared over 5y5. Questions? Once again, what did I warn you about yesterday? Easy but complicated. Add, subtract, multiply, divide. All the stuff you've been practicing for how many years of school? Since grade 3. Grade 3, you had all three of them. By the end of grade 3, this is the 10th grade. Right? That's 7 years of practicing. Add, subtract, multiply, and divide. Do I make you do it in your head? No. What do I allow you to use? Calculator, which is part of the problem.
Where did 6 come from? It's negative 5 times 2 is
I don't know where you're talking.
A.
A?
Yeah. Oh, like
3,
the question.
2
That's
cubed is 8.
Okay, I didn't see the question. I was looking at A and looking at the D.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry, you were on A.
Yeah.
2
Yeah.
times 3.
I didn't see that.
Now, based on that experience, I would highly, and that third highly, if I was typing it, would have been in bold, italicized, underlined, and highlighted. That third highly. Recommend that all of you do a few of those uncircled ones, because apparently you need some more practice. Tabi. B. 11 minus 4. 5 Qs and 6 Qs is 11 Qs.
For C, why did you times the negative 5 and 2?
Where?
For C, and then
Because 2 had to be cubed to get 8 first. Because of bed mass.
Oh, you have to solve inside the brackets before you do.
Because of bed mass. When did we learn bed mass? We've been practicing that for 4.5 years. Right?
Okay.
The exponent unit is always frightening to me because it shows me that I need to actually teach you grade 3 to grade 10 as well as grade 10. I do, because a great many of you, when I ask you to do 7 minus 4, you cannot do it. Right? I'm not trying to be mean, I just, So again, highly. That's the bold, capitalized, underlined, italicized, and highlighted highly. Recommend that you have a look at a few more of these.
So the ones that weren't circled?
I would recommend that. Because what more can I teach you about it? Have you seen every law? Do you all know how to add? subtract, multiply, divide. So what more can you learn about exponent? Do you all understand that negative exponents have to reciprocate?
Yes.
So what more can you learn about exponents from me? Nothing. So what's the only way that you can get good at it now? Practice, because there's nothing new to learn. There isn't some miraculous extra exponent law that I haven't shown you just to mess with your heads. No. I've given you all of it. Okay?
And you've given us all of trig, right?
Yes. Which is why we're about to go over your trig test. Now, you will notice, what is the next thing? Oh, no. See on my list up here, big stuff.
Quiz 1.
Quiz 1. When will that be?
Today.
No. Tomorrow. On what will it be? Exponents.
So this gives us time to practice.
Yes. And what will I do tomorrow? I will go over some of the uncircled ones before your quiz. You guys have a cumulative. Yes, I forgot, because my grade 11s have a cumulative. Did I write it up there? I did. Guess what? We'll quiz on Thursday. That gives you extra time to practice your exponents. The cumulative is... No, the cumulative, again, is the test on both Units 1 and Unit 2. Together, in hopes of improving your grade on one or possibly both of them.
Ooh.
Why? Because I care. I want to mark an extra 120 tests.
So you want us to study for surface area and trig?
I don't want you to. I couldn't care less.
So,
If you want to improve your grade, you will study measurement and trig.
measurement and trig, so everything in the book.
Everything we have done up to exponents.